Is it rolling, Bob? Greetings one and all. Boys and girls, ladies and gents, coming to you once again from my woodlot in north central Massachusetts. It is May 20th, Wednesday evening, 2020. Kind of a big day in my history. It was May 20th, 1981 that my wife and I moved into our new home in Gainesville, Florida. We were there for about 5.5 years where I worked at the university, and that is where my career in forestry came to an end. And it's a mixture of emotions and bittersweet memories. I'm glad we went, but I kind of wish things had turned out differently. But I'm not complaining too much because things are pretty good right now, because here I am sitting in the woods enjoying a beautiful evening, except for these black flies, and going to smoke a pipe. Wearing my funky field glasses. Bought these to wear in the woods and when, biking and running and whatever, so I wouldn't have to wear my contacts all the time, especially on a trip like this where I'm going to do an overnighter. I've owned this property for I think over 10 years, but I've only slept here one night before 2 years ago, and I'm planning to do it again tonight, and probably within an hour or so I should be in the hammock. But I'll put in my funky glasses here and I'll light this pipe up. Come on, babe. Call it charring light, but it was pretty quick. Do it again. Swiss Army tamper. That's got it. Bear with me, please. Pack it a little bit tighter, but anyway, let me show you what I have here. This is a Rogers Rarity. Picked this up on eBay, and if you notice the rustification and the rustic overall look, it's my understanding this is some kind of cousin to the custom built. It's a notable thing, I would say, other than the style and the look of the rustification, is the clunky square block of briar, and the size, the diameter, and depth of the bowl. I think this thing holds about half an ounce of tobacco. If I could keep it lit, it'd probably burn for half an hour when full, but I'm only about half a bowl here. Because I've reached the end of my tin. Seattle Pipe Club Plum Pudding. It's my first tin of this, only tin of this so far. I'll probably get some more someday, but not right away. When I get home tomorrow, I should have a couple of more tins that I ordered from Mars Cigars. Got half a pound of Stockaby's Balkan Supreme, some Haunted Bookshop. I mean, how could I not try that after all the press it got from the late great Matches 860. And then tobacco that's still around, I guess it has been around since perhaps the 50s, was something I smoked decades ago, the first time I was a pipe smoker, way back when. McBaron's Golden Extra. I want to see if that brings back memories. See if smell and taste is as rich in memory producing power as it's said to be. I think that was probably the first and maybe one of the few real tobaccos I ever bought. I remember buying things like Captain Black and whatnot, aromatics, drugstore tobaccos, but somebody in a pipe shop suggested I try that one, and I have a pretty good memory of it, but I'll have to see. I got here about 1 o'clock this afternoon, and it's now, I don't know, 7:30 or so, and probably not long after the sun goes down, I'll hit the hammock and hope that I make it through the night. I no doubt will be up at first light, and that's part of the plan, because I'm hoping to encounter some interesting birds around here. This is the peak of, should be the peak of migration season for songbirds here in the Northeast. Already I saw a couple of interesting birds today, although it's been pretty quiet. Most notably, a hooded warbler. I don't know if I've ever seen one of those before. Don't specifically remember it, but I don't really keep a very accurate life list or anything like that. I remember a lot of birds, and I do keep lists sometimes, but never really organize it into anything that I could call a life list. I got a great view of the hooded warbler out there, and some brushy stuff out in the power line right away. A beautiful male with a black cap and a lot of yellow on its face. All of the back. Very distinctive bird. It's hard to be wrong about the identification of that one, even though I've never really seen it before. And I saw a few other birds today, but not many. Another notable was the yellow-bellied sapsucker. I've seen those around before, not very many of them, but I have seen those before. A female rose-breasted grosbeak. Off in the distance now I can hear an ovenbird. And a few other common birds, but nothing too exciting or unusual. But I'm hoping at first light tomorrow I'll be able to get out and see a few more birds. And I'm hoping in the coolness of the morning these black flies will be less annoying. I'm not sure what it is exactly. These black flies are numerous and they're annoying. They're buzzing around my face all the time. That's why I've got the hat on. I had a bandana wrapped around my head before. But they're not as ferocious as the ones I've encountered up north, like up in the Adirondacks or maybe up in Maine and Canada, places like that, where they really, really bite. These guys bite once in a while, but mainly they're just in your face all the time, and they're just annoying. Started the campfire before mid-afternoon to kind of give me a place to go where the smoke would keep the black flies at bay pretty well for a few minutes. Get a break from them. And cut up a little bit of firewood and just wandered around looking things over here at my woodlot. And as I said, I hope to get up tomorrow early and hang around most of the day and head home tomorrow afternoon. 2-hour drive back home. So thanks for joining me. I hope you stuck with me through all my fumbling with getting this thing lit. maybe I'll try again tomorrow. Thanks again.